Hello everyone, it's Aliyah Orozco reporting for Title Sports Network, and I'm joined now with the one and only Tom Loeffler. Tom, how are you today? This has been a great fight week so far.
Oh, it's great. It's always great to be up here in Las Vegas. We were involved in the very first fight here at Mandalay Bay.
Oh, wow.
With Obakara, who I was working with, versus Oscar De La Hoya. So that was 1999. Now we're coming back to the arena, and so it's exciting to be here. Serhii Bohachuk's 100% ready. You see Vergil's team; they're all excited. They're ready to go. It's going to be fireworks tomorrow night.
It is. So it just got a little bit rowdy. Tell me a little bit about what just happened for the weigh-ins.
I'm not sure. I mean, his father really went off. I'm not sure what they're referring. They feel, yeah, his dad. I'm not sure why they feel disrespected about it, because Bohachuk's team is very respectful. I'm not sure if they were conscious about the weight or whatever, but Vergil made the weight. There's no controversy, and this is going to be a great fight.
And this is going to be a great one. He's defending his title, like you just said. What are you expecting to see tomorrow night from him?
It's going to be, Serhii's very motivated about this. He's defending his title. He's fighting not only for his career, for Ukraine, for his country. And, it's a huge opportunity for Vergil. A lot of times when a champion first wins a title, they'll take a lot easier fights for the title defenses. But Serhii wanted to go right into Vergil Ortiz. We put the fight together with Golden Boy, with Oscar, and with Eric, and here we are.
So how did that fight get made? It was you guys that brought it to Golden Boy? You guys wanted to fight Vergil? And if so, why?
It actually started where Vergil was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu. And then when Tim Tszyu wasn't allowed medically to fight August 3 last week, we put the name in there and say, okay, well, Serhii will take that spot on that show. And then it didn't get worked out on that show. But then, like I said, I worked it out with Golden Boy, and we were able to put it on this show. This is actually much better for this fight as the own main event here in Las Vegas, live on DAZN. So we're excited about how everything worked out.
So I know the knockout power for this fight is a really high one. They both have very strong records. Do you see this fight going the distance or ending in a knockout?
A lot of times when each fighter has big knockouts, that doesn't always guarantee a knockout in the fight, because then they might be a little more cautious fighting each other.
So true.
So I'm not predicting a knockout. I am predicting Bohachuk's going to be successful tomorrow night, but you got to give credit to Vergil, and I'm not sure why their team is so angry about something. I'm not sure. Like I said, Manny Robles is respectful. Serhii's always been respectful for all of his opponents, so they're angry about something, but we'll see. It'll be either way. It'll be a great fight tomorrow night, and let them. Whatever the teams say, let them fight in the ring. It's sports. It's to see whoever the best man is tomorrow night.
Exactly. And I know Vergil Ortiz has a perfect record with his knockout power, too. What do you see being the most challenging thing for Serhii going into the ring tomorrow night? And what's the best advice you guys have given him?
I mean, Vergil's got a perfect credit. Serhii has a great win over Brian Mendoza, who knocked out Sebastian Fundora. So I think that's the best win out of both the guys. But Vergil, you can't take anything away from him with that kind of knockout record, that type of undefeated streak. He's a young, up-and-coming star. But Bohachuk's very confident. We're confident in his abilities, and this is what boxing is all about. When two guys in the prime of their career are willing to risk their records to fight each other.
Exactly. I know that's why I was so happy when I saw this fight got made. And where does Serhii Bohachuk go from here? He wins on Saturday night. Is there any opponents you guys see him eyeing, or does he want to become undisputed in this division?
There's so many great fighters in the super welterweight division that any of them. Tim Tszyu is a great fighter. Charlo is still there. Errol Spence is there. Crawford just came to 154. Madrimov is there. I mean, there's so many great fighters, and I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of them. But if Bohachuk's successful in defending his title, then the doors are open for him just to continue to show that he's the best in the division.
How do you think Sebastian Fundora and Serhii Bohachuk would match up, their styles?
Oh, that would be great. And naturally Fundora. I forgot about Fundora.
Hey.
They were supposed to fight in March. Bohachuk was supposed to fight Fundora, and then when Keith Thurman got injured, and Keith Thurman's another name in that division, then Fundora wound up fighting Tim Tszyu, which was a great fight, and Bohachuk and Mendoza was a great fight. So Fundora is a terrific fight as well. That would be a great matchup. Two great fighters. They both have a lot of respect for each other. They both sparred together up at Abel Sanchez's camp in Big Bear, California, so they know each other well. They have a respect for each other, but when it comes to trying to show who's the best in division, at some point that would be a great fight as well.
No, I'd love to see that one. I know you guys would too. And I have to ask really quick, you mentioned it, Terrence Crawford, what were your thoughts on his performance last week?
Crawford's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I mean, he's a terrific cleaned out the welterweight division. It was a tough fight with Madrimov. I thought Crawford won, but at the same time, wasn't as easy as what we're used to seeing from Bud Crawford. So, it might take him a little while to get used to 154. You can't take anything away from Madrimov. He fought a great fight. But I think Bud still has a lot of great fights in him, and if Bohachuk's successful, that's another great opponent for him in the future.
And wait, this is your first time working with Riyadh season?
Yeah, I was over there, close friends with Alexander Usyk.
Oh, yeah.
I helped put him on the HBO shows twice out here in the U.S. before he won that tournament over there, and close friends with his promoter Alexander Krasiuk, and so I was there with Vladimir Klitschko, and the show that His Excellency put on over there with Usyk and Fury was tremendous.
Oh my gosh!
The production, it was amazing what they did over there, and so we're a huge supporter of Usyk and naturally of Ukraine with my history with the Klitschko brothers. Usyk, and with Bohachuk now. So anyone from Ukraine we support, especially in their boxing career. And with the Riyadh season, what he's doing, what His Excellency is doing, is really putting fights together that most likely would never be made in boxing.
Yeah. And my last question for you, you just brought it up, Usyk. How do you see that rematch going with Tyson Fury in December?
Look, I think Usyk's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. What he's accomplished, undisputed cruiserweight champion, beating two bigger heavyweights in the prime of their career, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. So I think he'll do the same thing in the rematch. He showed that he can hurt Tyson Fury. I know Tyson well because he fought Vladimir Klitschko before, and he actually, Emmanuel Stewart a lot of people don't realize, Emmanuel Stewart brought Tyson Fury into one of Vladimir's training camps a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
When he was training in the Austrian Alps. So then they met in the ring, and then Usyk got the revenge for Ukraine in that first fight, and I think he'll be victorious again in the rematch.
And Ukraine might get the win tomorrow night too. Yeah. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate your time. And any last words for all the fight fans watching, anything they can expect to see tomorrow night?
Just be sure to tune into DAZN or come up here to Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. This is a can't miss of a fight as we've seen in a long time. So we're expecting an exciting, lots of fireworks fight.
Appreciate your time always.
Thank you,
Tom. Great to see you as well. I like the blue. I love it.